Previously on Speak of the Devils. And your new president is Colby T. Walzer.
What? Give me the formula!
Please, no, please don't. No.
Ah! The formula!
You're out of the band.
You can't kick me out of the band, because I quit!
You lost the baby.
What?
Hey, you got something right there. Oh, it's the baby.
The band was supposed to be here by now. Where is it?
You're a liability to the force, Hurley. Hand over your badge.
I haven't worked here in months.
My point exactly.
I.
Looks like you brought a knife to a gunfight.
Looks like you brought a gun to a knife fight.
Hi everyone, I'm Jolie and welcome to Speak of the Devils. Well, that was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Good thing this month is all about drama. Today our guest is Mr. Hill, a drama and English teacher here at BHS. We will be asking him some questions in a bit, but for now we are taking a look at a conversation, this including the deal of a nondescript, highly illegal substance.
Hey, my name's Nick. How's it going? Nice to meet you. So do you have the stuff?
Yeah, it's that highly illegal substance I blatantly advertised having online. I hope you have no connection to the authorities, as this could probably lend.
Oh, no, that's not gonna be any problem.
All right, I'll trust you.
Try taking a look at it just to make sure it's all there. Yes, very good. White powdery substance that I wanted. How much is that gonna be?
$82,000.
$82,000 for this? What is this? It's a bag. I mean, it's a legal substance and this is good stuff, but I mean, come on.
I assure you it's of the highest quality. I wouldn't go trying to cheat anyone out of their money, okay? I am a good, honest guy that just so happens to be in possession of a nondescript, highly illegal substance.
But you're anything but honest and nice. This is like wasting so much of my family's money. I don't care. I know I do bad things, but come on. I'm wasting all my family's money here, man. You're really gonna do that? You're really gonna go into my face and lie, blatantly lie to me? Come on.
I might be able to bring it down to $78,000. That's the lowest I'm going.
You know, man, I'm offended. I'm a detective. I was gonna freaking come here to arrest you. But you know what? You seem terrible. I don't wanna get into this. I'm not spending no $82,000. So, please, I beg you, go hurt someone else's family with this crazy price. Thank you. I'm not gonna arrest you. Have a good day, sir.
Wow, that was one expensive, nondescript, highly illegal substance. Now we have some questions for Mr. Hill. When did you start teaching?
This is my 8th year teaching. So I started in 2010 in Maine at Leavitt Area High School in English and theater and film production. And then I moved to the Burlington area in 2015.
When did you develop an interest in drama?
I was in middle school and my father pushed me into it, said this is something I know you would like. So I was hesitant and then I started and it was something that I enjoyed, so I kept doing it all the way through college and I'm still doing it now.
How many plays have you put on when you were directing drama and what were they?
When I started, it was my 3rd year teaching, and my first play I directed by myself without being an assistant director or a cooperating director. I first directed Cage Birds, which was a one-act, an absurdist one-act, about a group of women who acted like birds in a cage, as if they were trapped there. That was the first play I've directed, and I've done one each year since. It's been about 6 plays.
Sounds interesting. What kind of books do you like to read?
That's hard. Sometimes I'll go for like a simple adventure story.
Yeah.
I just recently read the Peculiar Children series. which is a little bit like Harry Potter. I've also liked Michael Crichton, but my favorite novel is Catch-22.
Interesting. What made you want to get into teaching?
I had a professor when I was in college. It was a film professor because I started in film editing. I wanted to be an editor, and this professor was horrible and essentially said, "I'm only here to pay the bills." And I thought, what a terrible thing for a professor to say. And I found myself spending more time in the editing labs helping other people than working on my own projects. So I realized I should just get into teaching and chose English as my main core subject area and still stuck with film and theater.
I think we've all had those teachers that weren't very good. If you could add anything to the English curriculum at BHS, what would it be?
We've talked about adding back a film production class. There used to be that years before. I started at Burlington and I taught film production at my previous school, but we don't have that here. We just have film studies.
Yep.
So there's been talk about reintroducing a film production class if kids are interested.
I'm sure I'd be interested. We'll ask you some more questions in a few minutes, but for now we have an Bitmotional app review.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz.
And we're here to review Bitmoji. So Bitmoji is a cool app. You can create your own avatar, and basically there's a ton of different situations you can use it in. Like they have little greetings and little lovey-dovey things and happy stuff and like classic tee-hee stuff like that. And then they have the grumpy stuff, grumpy grump, grumpy grump. So and they have party stuff, like cool like little things that's more seasonal, you could say.
Yeah, it's topical. It's got Winter Olympics stuff going on, which is right now.
So to create your Bitmoji, you go up to the top and you can click the little avatar button with the pencil, and it'll prompt you to make it when you first download the app, but you can use this to redesign your Bitmoji, say if you got a spray tan or you cut your hair. But you can also choose different clothes, which are fun.
So many styles to choose from.
So there's a ton of different stuff. This is how you create your avatar. There's like skin tones and hair color, hairstyles, eye color, eyebrows, stuff like that. And then you can go all the way over, you can choose clothes. And these are all your different outfits. You have some wintry like sports stuff. And then you have the Bitmoji collection, one of my favorites. Very warm sweaters there, as you can see, because it's cold out, it's winter. Do you have any favorites?
I kind of like some of the classic stuff that's down towards the bottom, because there's so many things to choose from.
The Bitmo tees are pretty good, I feel. They're just cute little tees with like memes on them, you know.
How nice.
Yeah. So like, you can just click on them, and then they change your avatar.
Looking good.
Yeah. So, that's Bitmoji for you. It's a great app. It's really fun. A lot of communicative things.
You can use it when you're texting or using Snapchat or anything like that.
I guess you could say that got a bit emotional there. Now we have some more questions for our guest, Mr. Hill. Would you have an interest in teaching acting for things other than plays, such as films?
That's hard. It's a very different thing. Teaching acting for the stage and acting for a camera is a very different thing. In front of a camera, everything is more subtle. Every little facial expression needs to be fine-tuned, and the attention needs to be paid to that. On stage, you have to be a little larger than life, so it's a very different beast. Would be something I'd be interested in working with if a kid were interested in acting for film.
I feel like you could also, with a camera, go back and like redo it instead of with a play where it's sort of got to be great every time.
There's different stamina when you're acting for a camera versus acting for theater. On stage, you are acting constantly, and in front of the film, it's just short bursts of very high tense acting.
If you weren't a teacher, what would you want to be?
During the summer, I work at an arts camp. I'm the associate director of Maine Arts Camp, but I would probably continue doing that. I plan on continuing doing that, working in that camp with theater and film as well.
Yep. Have you ever acted in anything yourself?
Not since college. It's something I've wanted to do since I started teaching, but I haven't had the time to do a community show.
Have you ever worked in areas other than drama or English?
No. Other than small jobs before I started teaching, I've only done the summer camp and teaching.
If someone told you they wanted to be an actor, what would you tell them is a good place to start learning?
Just doing community shows, doing your school shows, getting outside of that and working in specifically theater tech, because you really don't understand how theater works until you understand tech, and that's not something I knew until I got out of college and wish I'd done more of, was working behind the scenes or working in the booth, doing sound or lighting or stage managing. Those are skills that every quality actor should also have at least some practice in.
Was there a particular movie or play that inspired you to get into acting or teaching?
My favorite film and play when I was younger was Arsenic and Old Lace, and now I'm at the age where I could play the main character in a version of that, and that's right now my dream role, Mortimer in Arsenic and Old Lace. That might be the play I'm most interested in and have been for the longest time.
Well, thank you for coming in your time off, Mr. Hill. That's all the questions we have for you today. BCAT has recently gotten a new piece of tech for making these here movies, and we got a new iMac Pro. So here's a video about unboxing and setting that up.
Hello and welcome. This is a box. I'm going to carry this box into a different room. So, this isn't mine, but this is BCAT's. I'm going to just do it in the hallway here. This is BCAT's new computer, iMac Pro, which I saw come out in, whatever it was, June, when they first announced it, and then it released in December, and now BCAT has one. I need a knife. Plastic knives are the best now. Alright. This is a very cool thing. I like Macs too.
It's a big Mac.
It is. It's an iMac. For those of you that know and care, it looks like they got the 8-core processor with 32 gigs of memory and the 1 terabyte SSD with the Vega 56 graphic. Ooh, so this is the keyboard that comes with it. You ready for this? You want to hear the most stupid thing about this? This keyboard is a special color, right?
It has the emoji bar.
It's space gray. No, I wish. That thing's cool. I have that on my laptop. But,
Are you doing an unboxing video?
yes, we are. So this keyboard here is a special space gray color.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
It isn't wrong, except the only way that you can get this color is through buying a $5,000 iMac Pro.
So for those of you who want that keyboard, you're fresh out of luck.
Yes.
Unless you buy a
Unless you buy
$5,000
an iMac
computer.
Pro. Now, hopefully, I think, let's see which box is the right box here. Black power cable for what it's worth. But then,
Oh, not space gray?
not, well, I mean, it's that, yes, space gray, black, whatever. And here's the actual computer. I'm gonna set this down.
It has a nice protective cover cloth.
It does.
For those of you who hate dust.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take it off to use it, but
Even the cloth is space gray.
Yeah.
Wow, they really went for it.
yeah.
And then we have a layer of plastic.
And then we have plastic on here. How do I get that off?
The built-in screen protector.
Yeah, that makes everything look wobbly. Now that I have this undone and turned around, we can see over here.
The big reveal.
Well, I'm going to talk about this first. So there are some cool things here. These are Thunderbolt 3 USB-C ports, which do 40 gigabits per second. These are regular rectangle USB-A ports, an SD card reader, a headphone jack, and then this is an Ethernet port, but it does 10 gig instead of the 1 gig that you get on basically everything else.
So I have this turned around.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
You can go around the back.
Yeah, alright. So let me plug the power cable in and we can actually get this thing booted up, which is what matters, really. There we go.
Hey! Space gray.
It is. Ooh, there we go.
A nice little fall color.
Wow. So we will see. Find deer.
Find deer.
Find the deer. So we can see all our drives here. But
It's a lot of forest, Ethan.
Yeah.
God knows where that deer is.
Find deer. Find deer. No. So you can see Intel Xeon W. That can't probably see it, but you can see the 3.2 gigahertz 8 core with the 32 gigs of memory, and the Pro Vega 56, which has 8 gig. So that's better than what I have on my gaming computer at home. So that's pretty good.
For people like me who have no idea what that means, it's good.
So then what we can do is we can make the mouse faster, at least for me. And then, so this has a 5K display, so you've heard of 4K, probably. This is 5K, which is like 1 more K.
I see no difference yet.
Well, Safari, so YouTube can play back 4K video, but not in Safari. Only Chrome can play back YouTube 4K video.
Sounds like we need to download Chrome.
I think so, if we're allowed to do
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
All right.
I would also, what I would like to do is start downloading the Adobe Suite after you download it, if you want to.
Adobe. We're probably gonna have to sign in.
Yeah.
So we will end the video there for now, and we'll continue it when we get some more stuff set up.
Alrighty.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
That was Mactastic! If Apple wants to send us any free stuff, that would be really cool. Now, we have our musical guest for this week, Elizabeth Bond. And that's all we have this month. See you all next time.